Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome in to Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao, your host, alongside Justin Kulik. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. We are so excited to be here as we have a great show lined up for you today. We've got, of course, our top three stories coming up. We'll talk about a lot of the Tennessee Titans. Big news coming out of Metro Nashville yesterday. So we've got a lot to get to with that. It's in our top three. We're hopefully going to be joined as always on Tuesday by Terry McCormick. And we'll also get you to today's National Calendar Day. Got a lot to get to, and I'm so looking forward to it. But before we do anything, welcome in Justin. Justin, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
Well, we're just, having a good time here this morning, and I hope you guys are having fun over in Old Hickory.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. There was not gonna lie, there was a little traffic on the way though, so we might have to figure that
No.
out here in a second.
We'll definitely take a look at it and see what's going on. Hopefully, nothing major.
I was
But
like, I haven't had the Yow report today.
so
I
you
don't know what's
did,
going
you
on.
needed that ahead of time. Is what you needed.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's some kind of podcast deal. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you, as you can see, I'm not in my normal office. I am at home today because Sarah, who my wife is pregnant and
Oh, nice.
very
Congrats.
very close to
Oh yeah, I knew
being
that. I knew that.
very close to finishing this thing out. And so
One last victory lap, eh?
yeah, so she's got to go to the doctor this morning, and as soon as I get off the air, so I'm sitting at home right now, and I do this show from a separate like sunroom, and as we've talked about here,
Yes, I love the
but
sunroom.
it's cold.
It is chilly, man. It is
No, dude,
freezing, actually.
no, it's cold. Like it is 56 degrees inside this room.
I noticed when you leaned over to look at that temp, you didn't pull your hands out of your pockets. So it's got
No, no, my hands are stuck right here. Yeah, they are inside the hoodie pocket, and I'm wearing my Tennessee gear today, so
hey,
I'm gonna wear it as long as I can, at least this week anyway. But
right.
yeah, so
Yeah, I was
I
thinking
mean,
about playing that video again, but maybe it was overkill.
if
I
I
guess
had,
if you're a
if
Tennessee fan, you can't have overkill though. It's
that's
just
true,
always
not after
false.
15 years, we can play it for the next 15 days, and I wouldn't care. Um, you know, you had traffic issues coming in
Yes.
because you didn't have the traffic report for Mornings on Main Street. I did not come out here until about 10 minutes ago and realized that it was freezing because I had not heard your weather report
I
brought to
got
you
you.
by Roy Meat Service.
Yes, nice,
So
nice
we,
segue.
we may have to start getting a little pre-show weather and traffic
Right.
because I'm freezing. So
Yeah,
tell us,
I got
how
you.
cold is it going to be today, Justin?
Freezing. Chris, I'm glad you asked. So as every day, today's weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. Whether it be a bologna sandwich, ribs, mac and cheese, or an RC cola, you'll be in heaven. Ray, excuse me. Roy Meat Service is your local meat store downtown. You'll be in heaven if you go there. Everybody on the staff is nice and attentive. It's highly recommended by everybody here at Main Street Media, but especially me and Chris because we love their Eds Fernando's quesadillas, don't we, Chris? Yeah, you do.
Absolutely, we do.
So even if you want to barbecue at home, he'll give you the meat to go. So what you see in the store, you can take home with you and grill with your friends, have a party, be the life of the party if you're into that kind of thing. If not, no worries. Just bring a jacket because the high today is 54, and that's way too cold. The low is freezing temp. I don't know a whole bunch about that temperature. All I know is water turns into ice. 0% chance of rain, which is great. It would be snow if that were the case. 40% humidity. We're cool with that. And then 5 out of 10 UV index for all you Californians.
I mean, mostly sunny day. That's not bad. I'll take mostly sunny, I
There you go.
guess. Could be worse. Could be not sunny at all.
That's true. That's true. It could be. Yeah, I was saying it could be sleet, which I don't
Yeah.
think anybody knows what that really is.
It's rain, and it's like when you get a slushy at
Right.
Sonic, and then you take the slushy, you get some through the straw, then you take the straw out and you sling the straw.
Right.
And
Yes,
why
in
is
the
that? That's
dirt. Gotcha. No, yeah, I thought it was some sort of slush for sure, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm like,
no,
no or don't, right? Get over yourself, Snow.
not a big fan. Not a big fan. Yeah, 54 degrees as the high today, so at least it's 56 in here.
Hey,
Could
that's
be
cool.
worse, I guess.
That's true, man. Look at you, half full.
It's 57 now. We're getting
Oh my
warmer.
gosh, we're climbing.
The sun must be coming through somewhere.
Pump the brakes, man.
Let's take a look at the right now traffic as well. Traffic is brought to you by 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults, the proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50 forward. Spell out 50. That is I-40 eastbound. As you can see there, some slow moving traffic on the overpass as well as on the interstate. I'm not sure exactly where that is. I'm assuming.
If that was the culprit.
Okay. That's normal.
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
surprised. Okay.
It
Well,
looks-
if you take a look, and I'm not sure if you can see a camera on 65 South, there's a little bit right there south of there it is. There's a grass fire at mile marker 78. It was just reported moments ago, which has some cars slowed down. So, oh wow, and we've got a camera right on it. Let's take a look at that
Yeah.
grass fire.
I don't know if it'll let me.
You got to get way
right.
in there.
There we go.
There it is. You can actually see the smoke coming out from the grass. That was a Tennessee fan that threw out his cigar, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
was still lit from Saturday.
One of many.
And
But the
yeah,
people
he's
were
not stopped smoking cigars. He just threw it out and got him another one and
Don't you feel
caught the
bad
grass
for 'em?
on fire this morning. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Come on. Be bigger than that. I mean, just one step below that, though. Very small step.
Exactly. But as you saw, there's merging delays at 40 and 440, and there's also merging delays at 65 and 24 coming in into the downtown loop. The downtown loop looks really good. Obviously, there's some slow moving traffic on the loop on the south side, but that's pretty much it. Just basically just looking at some merging delays here and there. So there you have it. That is your look at on time traffic. Your right now traffic. Why are you backwards?
Am I backwards?
You are backwards.
Like I'm
Of course,
flipped?
when have you ever not been backwards? So let's be honest.
That's true. I wonder how can I flip myself?
I don't know. I think you can. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Boom! Look at that.
It's when so when you're going through settings and asks you to mirror your camera, there's a bandit. Okay, we got
so you went from OLOP to Polo, and I'm so glad to see that.
Yeah.
So glad to see that. But yeah, we are looking forward to a fantastic show. We've got man, let me tell you, I was going to ask you to play a clip from that press conference yesterday, but I think we're just going to talk about it here in just a few minutes. So why don't we just go ahead and get into our top 3 stories right after a quick break, because our top story, I think we're going to want to expand upon it and get some feedback here. We'll also talk again to Terry McCormick about it later as well, because it's his story. He wrote it. We'll get the expert opinion as well. So we'll take a quick break here on Mornings on Main Street. So stick around. When we come back, it's top 3 stories right here. Main Street Media TV. Stick around.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So, whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're going to have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Hey Nashville, I want to spend a moment explaining why this new stadium agreement is great for our city. The original 1996 lease with the Titans obligates us to pay at least $1.75 billion to maintain Nissan Stadium until the lease expires in 2038. I can't accept asking Nashville families to pay hundreds of millions of dollars on a sports stadium. And things are different now than when we recruited the Titans. We're in a new era, and we can negotiate a better deal. So we've proposed building a new domed stadium funded by the team, the state, tourists, and spending in and around the stadium, not by your family. The proposal relieves nearly $2 billion of burden on Nashville taxpayers, and it unlocks 66 acres of land around the stadium, land for a park, affordable housing, new transportation infrastructure, and more. And the team, not the city, will fund stadium maintenance, freeing up money to invest in our core priorities like education and public safety. We are building a world-class asset for Nashville without relying on the city's general fund. And by ripping up the old lease and working with our partners, we're focusing your tax dollars on what really matters, serving your neighborhood. You can read more about the plan at nashville.gov. Thank you.
Now, I think that's so important because look, we've got a lot of people out here making some just incredible claims that he's basically lying. I mean, I've been called a liar this morning for saying these exact same things. This is not what folks don't understand is that it is 2022.
Right.
The city and the current lease is obligated to keep the stadium in first class condition for 17 more years, and it already needs to be completely updated.
Wow, I didn't know that about the
17 more years. The lease goes through 2039.
That's there won't be a stadium. I mean, unless they, I guess, make drastic changes, but I guess that's what this is, right?
It would absolutely crumble. It's made out of concrete. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
That's why it can't be updated.
Right.
That's why it can't be renovated without seriously making some, a $2 billion investment, 1.75, 1.75, 2.2 billion. it's a difference of, $500 million, which I know is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I'm well aware of how much money that is. But in the
Grocery
grand
money.
scheme of things,
Right.
you're doing so much more positive with this. You're taking the burden off the taxpayer because look, right now, if you live in Nashville, you're obligated to pay for this stadium. You will be involuntarily taxed to pay for this stadium
Without your
within the
consent.
new deal. Yeah, without your consent, doesn't matter. It's coming out of your check.
Right, exactly.
In this new deal,
Skip the middleman.
you would have to go stay in a hotel room in Nashville in order for your tax dollars to pay for this. Because here's the thing, the $500 million grant that the state approved, the bonds,
Mhm.
are also only being paid for out of tourism dollars from the state.
That's great. We have a lot of those
Now, do
dollars.
I pay for that when I go to Gatlinburg twice a year? Absolutely. Part
So
of that's going to pay for the stadium.
trying to
You know what? I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it.
Dolly likes that you go there too.
She does. And I mean, I love eating at Paula Deen's. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, that's where we really need to get into. And so I'm going to read this story written by Terry McCormick. It's an abridged version. So if you would like to read the full story, you can visit mainstreet-nashville.com. The Tennessee Titans and Nashville Mayor John Cooper announced an agreement in principle Monday for a new $2.1 billion state-of-the-art stadium for the Titans to occupy beginning possibly in 2026. The new stadium will be located on what is currently the parking lot east of Nissan Stadium, or Nissan Stadium, depending on your pronunciation. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe John Cooper's right.
It's Nissan or Nice off. I can't remember.
He said, yeah, he says Nissan or Nissan
Shouldn't.
Stadium, which will be torn down after the new stadium's construction is complete and ready for occupancy. Now, according to Titans president Burke Nehill, a new $1.7 million square foot stadium will be a domed venue with no retractable roof and will seat between 55,000 and 60,000 for football and other events. It's obviously a really big step. There's still work to be done, Nehill said. This deal needs to be approved by the city council and it needs to be approved by the sports authority. Now, he said there is hope that the political hurdles that must be overcome can be done by the end of the year with the possibility of breaking ground and starting construction by the fall of 2023. We're hoping to get started right away. If everything went perfectly, we're talking by the end of the year, most of those critical approvals will be received, and there's no guarantee that it will fit the timeline. Our goal would still be to open for the 2026 Titan season, but we're not going to force a timeline based on an arbitrary date.
They're like, we're not going to do a timeline. No timeline, but here's your timeline.
Well, he's just saying this is what we hope for, but we're not going to tell you this is definitely when it's going to happen.
So quit asking.
Yes, Nick Saban. The Titans hired the stadium construction firm Manica of Kansas City, Missouri, to explore how to make a new stadium possible in the space that's available and make it state-of-the-art as well. So while the architectural plans have not yet been drawn, there's the starting point of knowing what type of facility can be put in the location and its approximate cost to do so. The decision not to have a retractable roof on the proposed stadium, it came down to cost feasibility. A retractable roof would have cost approximately $200 million more and was not cost effective. Nehill said that when they were looking at a translucent roof like Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas and SoFi in Los Angeles to get the benefit of the daylight coming through, they're also going to have something like glass wall sides with garage doors that you can actually get the benefit of a cross breeze on a nice day. The building, again, 1.7 million square feet, capacity between 55 and 60,000. That's a capacity the NFL would support for a Super Bowl. Now, regarding the playing surface, without an open roof possibility, the stadium would have to be synthetic turf. But there are some really exciting emerging technologies that blend the kind of best natural surfaces and artificial surfaces. The artificial surface consistency with the natural infill. Whatever's the best technology at the time, that's what we'll install.
I wonder how you go roof shopping.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm glad that they're not putting a typical dome roof on it, right? But I'm also glad it's not a retractable roof because they're never open.
So you're saying dome compared to like New Orleans dome? Like
the Caesars Superdome has and the old Georgia Dome that had that white roof
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a problem. That's not great.
Right.
But what they're doing here is they're going to have a glass, basically
Mhm.
a glass roof that you can see out to the night sky, and you can get the sunlight coming in. And so
Gotcha.
if you did say if you did, like fireworks or something, you would actually be able to see them.
Oh, yeah, I saw Lo-Fi last night because they did the Monday Night Football there.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
So, I mean, and the Titans have played there. They know what it's like.
Right. Yeah, it was funny. SVP was talking about it on ESPN last night. He was like, yeah, I wonder if Lo-Fi is just as pretty in person. I don't know. It costs like $1 billion.
And this will be the largest funded, publicly funded stadium in the history of the United States.
Wow, what a title.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset with that. They are really upset with the fact that they feel like they're going to have to pay for this, and for some reason, no matter how many times they're told they don't,
By who or like
by whom, they
whom?
just don't believe it. And look, I understand, being skeptical of your government, and billionaires should have to pay for their own stadiums, etc. That's an absolutely great thought, except for when you're gaining 66 acres of land in downtown Nashville for public use.
And we love the Titans.
66 acres of land in downtown Nashville. Do you know how much money that would cost you right now?
Where are they going to find that?
That apparently it's there. It is currently occupied.
Wow.
But with the new stadium, the city would now own it.
What's going to go in place?
That's $1 billion right there.
Seriously, 66? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's a lot of acres, man. I'm trying to think downtown, and like, I don't ever see grass except for what we're looking at right here.
Well, and that's exactly where it is. You see over to the left there, there's some land over there. There's some land behind it. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a great deal for Nashville. I think it's great for the taxpayers, despite what many people might think. And this is going to create a secondary option for folks looking for entertainment downtown. There will be shops and restaurants on the other side of the Cumberland River, which will allow for some of the, you can take away from the honky tonks, and you have a separate option for downtown entertainment. And I think that is a huge, huge draw for me. So
definitely no, it's going to be sick. Like, I know that people are complaining about it now, but I doubt there'll be too many complaining about it when it's here, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll talk a little bit more about it here in just a few minutes. So let's go to our second story of the day, because Middle Tennessee State University's Department of Recording Industry and the College of Media and Entertainment that houses it are making a 7th consecutive year on Billboard's international list of the top 38 music business schools. In the article, Billboard's 2022 Top Music Business Schools revealed, the magazine also says that, quote, opportunities abound for MTSU students' professional development thanks to participation in events like Bonnaroo and the CNA Music Festival, the presence of an active on-campus music venue, the Chris Young Cafe, and the student-run record label Match Records. I'm delighted that MTSU's Department of Recording Industry has once again made the Billboard list of the top music business schools worldwide. Beverly Kill, Media College Dean and former Recording Industry Department Chair, said in an MTSU news release. This has been a tremendous year for our recording industry students, from participating in Grammy Week festivities to working the stage at Bonnaroo. Our alumni, who include Chris Young, Mitchell Tenpenny, Hardy, Hillary Scott of Lady A, and so many others, are enjoying a great year, and we are so proud of all that they do. The alphabetical listing of 38 schools were published in October 8th print and October 11th online editions, and includes the music programs also at Fisk University and Belmont University. Recording industry undergrads at MTSU can focus on audio production, commercial songwriting, or music business. The department opened its studios D and E a year ago, giving nearly 5,000 square feet and $2 million worth of customized space to students. The new Songwriting Center, located 5 blocks east of campus, is holding classes now and plans a spring 2023 grand opening. MTSU alumni or former current students and faculty have been part of more than 134 Grammy Award nominations in the last 2 decades. How about that? And finally, in support of National School Bus Safety Week, which is October 17th through 21st, the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is working with the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office, Cheatham County School District, and other local law enforcement around Middle Tennessee to remind drivers of the importance of school bus safety. In every state, it's illegal to pass a school bus while the school bus stop arm is extended and the red lights are flashing. Although the school bus is one of the safest modes of transportation, illegal school bus passing is a deadly risk to bus riders and their caretakers. Drivers should also come to a complete stop when a school bus stop arm is extended and the red lights are flashing. Statistically, school buses are the safest way to transport school children, yet more injuries and fatalities occur outside of or near a school bus because of a motorist who has failed to obey the stop arm warning or follow local traffic laws. From 2011 and 2020, there were 1.6 times more fatalities among pedestrians than occupants of school buses. A total of 218 school-aged children died in school bus-related crashes during that period, either as occupants of the school buses or other vehicles or on foot or bike. Of the 218 deaths, 85 children were walking.
Whoa.
Absolutely. The
You
school
see a
bus
run
the
to
school
it.
bus's loading and unloading area is called the danger zone. So that's 10 feet in front of the bus where the driver may be sitting too high to see a child, 10 feet on either side of a bus where a child may be in the driver's blind spots, and behind the school bus. So for more information about school bus safety, school bus stop safety, visit nhtsa.gov. And there you have it.
I like that that saying on the side. Stuff the bus. Is that what it says? Stuff the bus?
Stuff the bus, yes.
I was like, does it not say that?
I thought you said stop the bus.
Oh,
So
no.
it does say stop stuff the bus, technically.
Oh, yeah. It does. No, wait, I bet you can't read that. Was on the side of the bus. What school? County?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously, I mean, let's be smart, people.
Right.
If the school bus is stopped, just stop. Nothing that you're getting to, even if you're going to be late, nothing you're going to is more important than those children's lives.
Exactly. Their
Nothing.
futures. Think about their futures.
So there you have it. All right. Well, let's take a quick break because Terry McCormick is on the line, and we'll talk to him just a little bit more about what the Titans did in their off week and what they're hoping to do this weekend against the Indianapolis Colts at Nissan Stadium. And we'll talk about the future of Nissan Stadium right after this on Mornings on Main Street. Stick around.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The 3 charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonleyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham. I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
A beautiful day here in downtown Nashville. This is Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao along with Justin Kulik as we are here each and every weekday from 10 until 11, bringing you the most exciting news, weather, traffic reports that you can find anywhere at 10 o'clock in Middle Tennessee. Let's be honest. I mean, is there anything more exciting than this right here? Absolutely not. I'm going to answer that question for you because you know it. I know it. We all know it.
Out of all the shows going on right now, this is the most recent.
That is very true. And look, you get downtown Nashville traffic in real time right here as we take a look. I mean, there are 7 cars on the street in total.
It's good. There are.
It really is interesting because typically there's a few more vehicles out, but I guess everybody walked outside and realized that it was freezing cold and said, "Nope, not doing this. Going back to sleep."
Yeah, they are not loading/unloading today.
There's one truck right here at the bottom under the Jack's sign that's like
a customer though.
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out. Did y'all know this? Oh, this guy, gotcha.
Yeah, he's out. He's like, deuces, folks. But there you have it. Yeah, and look, it doesn't get any better than when you see blue skies, a few clouds here and there. It doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. So welcome in. This is Mornings on Main Street. Hope you enjoyed our last segment with the top 3 news stories. Obviously, the top story of the day across Middle Tennessee is that Mayor John Cooper and the Tennessee Titans appear to have a deal in place.
New dome, who dis?
Obviously, still some approvals to go. But looking forward to talking to the author of the story I wrote, Terry McCormick. Terry, what's up, man?
How are you?
Doing well. Hey, listen, I've got one question because this is the question that I had immediately after reading your story and doing a little bit of research, and just got another tweet in the thread that I started earlier. 55 to 60,000. Typically, the NFL requires 70 for a Super Bowl. Did they do their due diligence on this?
Well, according to Bert Nihil of the Titans, who's their president and CEO, somewhere in the range of 55 to 60,000 is all that's needed to host a Super Bowl. Them having built this and not having that as a top priority. We know all the tourism dollars and everything that can be brought in by hosting events like the Final Four or an NCAA football championship or what have you. And you would think they would have done their due diligence here because you certainly don't want to build this that have that capability.
I mean, that's what's going to pay for this thing. Let's be honest. I mean, when you look at the economic impact of combined Final Four, Super Bowl, and college football playoff, just those 3 things, you're talking about $500 million.
Yeah. And you have things like that that take as long maybe as you would think it would be to pay those bonds and things like that off. Certainly something that the city is, going to have to make a priority sorts of types of events in here, and they've got to make sure that this stadium is amenities to accommodate those sorts of things.
Absolutely, and I certainly can't imagine that the Titans and Mayor John Cooper and his staff did not do their due diligence by just making the phone call to Bill Hancock at the College Football Playoff or to the National Football League and saying, "Hey, what's the number? What do we got to have in order to make this happen?" And if that didn't happen, then this is a boondoggle from the start.
Oh,
But I got to feel like it did.
No doubt about it. I mean, in hindsight, certainly not one to be critical of it, but I wish the city had built First Horizon Park as it's now. I wish they had built that with the idea that it could have been expanded. I think that would have been a move of foresight right there. But 10 or 15 years from now, we will. And now we're on the doubt as a potential Major League Baseball city, either via expand, but yet the current park that we have, which is very nice, and it can seat 12,000 or whatever it may be, but Major League Baseball were to come here to Nashville, a brand new facility would have to be built, at least long term. You can't even use this facility in the interim build.
Right. But it does look like this is going to be a positive for Nashville. I know there are a lot of people who are asking about the 2017 estimate of $300 million. I think that was an estimate based on the thought that the stadium was not concrete. And so I'm sure that will get worked out here pretty soon, which means that this shouldn't take too long to be approved, and we should be seeing some approvals start hopefully by the end of the year. Like you said, Burke Nihill said that. So that's what the hope is. And 2026, the target date.
Yeah, they're hoping to be playing football, in now. There's also the project of demolishing Nissan's, the construction is complete on the new facility, and that takes some time and takes some work, and then the whatever stadium, whether it be some green space or some retail outlets and things like that, is finalized. It should look really, really, really nice, Chris.
We've seen stadiums being built next to stadiums before they were demolished. I mean, St. Louis did it with Busch Stadium, and I can't think of any others off the top of my head. I know Turner Field was built specifically for something else, but it was built right next to Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. So this is not unprecedented to build a stadium next to a stadium.
A long time ago, I went to New Comiskey Park, back in the early, and old Comiskey Park was still right there beside it. It hadn't been torn down yet. So came there in New Comiskey, looked at old Comiskey and kind of wish I'd seen a game there.
It is, kind of tough to watch history be torn down, but in Nashville, I guess the positive is, well, we're only 25 years into this thing. It's not like we've all got a super emotional attachment to Nissan Stadium. So.
This is true. I mean, there've been a few big plays there over the years, at the top of the list, but other than Lambeau Field and venues that maybe you could think of, football stadiums generally, the here and now, and the history just kind of transfers from one building to the next. It's not like in my baseball, where I was very sad when they tore down the original Yankee Stadium.
Right. Well, speaking of football, let's talk a little football. Mike Vrabel held his press conference yesterday, hoping to get some injury updates. But first and foremost, the Tennessee Titans under Mike Vrabel with extra rest have been darn near unbeatable. Terry, is that going to continue this weekend?
Well, they certainly need it to because they're facing the Indianapolis Colts 2 weeks ago, and if they can win this game, they are putting themselves firmly in the drive out. Because you look at Jacksonville, they've kind of started to sink again. They're down to 2, I think is 1-3-1. They also had a bye this past week, but the Colts, with that binging an earlier loss down there in Jacksonville, they're now 3-2-1 with the Titans for first place because Tennessee's had the bye. The Colts have not had the infamous tie with Houston there. As far as if the Titans can win this game, it should be their division right taking if they can continue to handle their business. If the Colts win this game, though, it gets thrown back into disarray, and it's at least a 2-horse race again.
Absolutely. So looking forward to Sunday. Obviously, this one will be at Nissan Stadium, and looking forward to it. I saw Ola Adini is now on the IR. So what does that mean for this team? Because apparently Bud Dupree was at least on hand yesterday.
Yeah, Bud Dupree had his helmet and was headed out the locker room door to see the practice yesterday. So I don't know how much he did, but Mike Vrabel did say in his press has a chance to return this week. So that kind of helps soften the blow of losing a Daney. If you can get a starter in Bud Dupree back out there and pair him with Rashad Weaver outside linebacker snaps. You'll have to excuse the typo in my tweet there.
This eek.
Yeah.
It's okay. They're right. The W and the E, they're right next to each other. It happens. We need that edit button. Where's the edit button? But yeah, so I also saw a statistic this morning that the next 7 games for the Titans seem to be against teams that aren't great against the run, and that typically bodes well for this team.
Yeah. I mean, they've been able to get Derrick Henry going both in the run game and catching the ball out of the back. Much of this offense runs through Derrick Henry. So if they're going to face teams that are going to have extra precautions to be able to slow down the run, then that's probably a good, even if those teams that are struggling to stop the run, even if they manage to put extra attention toward that, maybe it'll open up something else.
And that's the thing. Obviously, we saw the addition of CJ Board and the release of Flash Gordon this week. But again, we talked about it last week, Terry. I mean, this team in the wide receiver position has just got to have some folks step up. And speaking of that, Kyle Phillips, any chance he makes it back this week?
It's possible. I don't know that he was out there yesterday at practice by that left shoulder injury that's plagued him pretty much since the season opener. See, with Kyle Phillips, I think in the meantime, they're going to have to rely on Robert Wood and some of these other guys to play a bigger role, kind of get his feet back under him, so to speak, with that shoulder injury.
There you have it. Well, again, it's a big week division game. It's the Colts. It wouldn't matter if it wasn't a division game. It's the Colts. And when the Colts come to town, you got to take care of business. And so that's what Mike Vrabel and his team will be looking to do on Sunday. Terry, as always, we appreciate your time and great story on the stadium deal. Looking forward to more updates here soon.
All right. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Thanks, Terry. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, one last look at traffic, one last look at weather, and National Calendar Day, all coming up right after this on Main Street Media. It's Mornings on Main Street.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So, whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're going to have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric.
So, I got a DUI. Mom, Dad.
Why didn't you just call someone for a ride?
I wasn't thinking ahead. I didn't think I was gonna get caught. Yeah, my best friend Tim.
Still coming to my bachelor party next month?
This DUI cost me 10 grand. So, no. Yeah, you, in the back.
Did you know I almost died when you hit me?
I didn't think this would affect so many people.
You think it was worth it?
No more questions.
Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The three charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
Justin, are you going to bowl?
Hey.
Are you in Georgia's foursome for the bowling tournament?
Well, I was talking to him about it yesterday, actually.
And he was like, no, I don't. Are you any good?
Yeah, he got like a makeshift like bowling alley. He was like, let me see. And then I didn't get a strike, so he actually tried to fight. Weird.
The only person that he's recruiting right now is Casey Patrick.
Is he good at bowling?
Oh, he's the bowling coach at Creekwood.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Casey's a bowler. Like, he's legit.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
If we had a Main Street team, Casey would definitely be our captain.
We should have a Main Street team. We would have the dopest uniforms.
I can't I can't bowl because I need Tommy John surgery. So like after 3 frames, my arm feels like Jell-O.
That's a cool reason though that you're not good,
No, it's not that I'm not good. I'm just
really
like
mean.
I mean, I bowl in the 120s, the 140s. I mean, I'm
That's
not like
really good.
I'm triple digits at least.
So that was
But
mean.
like
I'm sorry.
I literally I can bowl one game, and if after that one game I'm just shot, and it takes a lot to really get my arm to make it that far into it. Like I mean, I have to.
You're Kurt Schilling bloody sock.
Yes, that's exactly what I am. So anyway, there you have it. Main Street Media has a bowling team that's led by Casey Patrick.
Yes, exactly.
The announcement has been made. Breaking news right here.
Move over, John Cooper. Maybe John Cooper, sorry.
It is a beautiful day in downtown Nashville, and why don't you tell us exactly how beautiful it is?
Let's do it. All right. So the weather today and every single day is brought to you by Roy Meat Service, your local Nashville meat place, whether it be a bologna sandwich, ribs, mac and cheese, or an RC Cola. You'll be in heaven. Everybody on the staff there is so nice and attentive. They'll recommend the meat that you should take home and barbecue for your friends. And we recommend going there from here. So it's all recommend from your friends here at Main Street Media, and especially on Mornings on Main Street. We love Roy's Meat Service. You can visit them online and see what I'm talking about. They have an awesome photo gallery, including Roy and his staff, by visiting roymeatservice.com, or you can go visit them, 605 South 19th Street in Nashville, or give them a call at 615-227-2583. Roy's Meat Service. Today is freezing. The high is 54, low 32. 0% chance of rain. That's kind of hype. 40% chance of humidity. That's also good. Anything below 50.
40% chance of humidity.
Oh yeah.
No, there's 100% chance of humidity.
40% of the time.
I love it. That's so. I wish there was only a 40% chance of humidity. We'd be in great shape.
If you're in 60% of the hemisphere, then you're good. But that 40, it's 100%, right?
Exactly.
There you go. So UV index, it's cut in half. Okay, which is great, folks. Okay, it's great. 5 out of 10, and that is your weather for today. No matter how convoluted it was.
That's right.
What you got, Roy Meat Service.
And one last look at traffic.
Oops. Sorry.
Traffic is brought to you by 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. A proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting our website, joinallofus.org/50forward. Spell out 50 FTY. It looks like the grass is no longer on fire.
Or just moved
it's
way
burnt to a
down.
crisp, but it's not on fire anymore, which I guess is good. That grass is going to be really green next year.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking it might just be like, it'd be funny if it was traveling down the road. I mean, it wouldn't be funny. That'd be horrible. But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It would certainly be interesting, no doubt. Obviously, biggest traffic issues are 40 and 440 junction, and of course, 65 and 24 coming into the downtown loop. Downtown loop looks clear, although there is just slow moving traffic heading out of town on 65 and 24 there as you're going out. Like I said, 65 north, 24 west. But other than that, looks pretty good in the downtown loop. Gotta love that. Some merging delays right there at 65 if you're getting in and going toward the Broadway and DeBunbury exits, but that's to be expected. Other than that, around Middle Tennessee, we don't even have stop traffic on 40 today out in Pegram. So how about that? Murfreesboro looking good, as well as Lebanon. Up in the Clarksville area, no issues there. Down here in Columbia, nothing going on. Just even Spring Hill looking fairly clear. So how about that? Great day to get out and enjoy the weather. I can tell you it's going to be a great day.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at what day is it. It's National Calendar Day, and I did not take part in National No Beard Day because it's not like something you can just take part in for a day.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't have a beard.
It's a 5-day thing.
I didn't know if I liked my beard at first, but then it grew on me.
Nice. Well done. Yeah, I mean, it's National No Beard Day. So, I mean, if you're out there and you want to shave and you need an excuse, this is as good of an excuse as you're going to get.
If you ask for a sign, here's your sign.
I would shave, but then I'd be afraid that my daughter would not recognize me. She'd be like, who is this guy?
And you're like, I don't even know anymore.
Also, I look like a weird 12-year-old.
Me too, man. I look like such a kid. It's crazy.
I mean,
I went to a restaurant and they gave me crayons. Not joking.
I wish that were true. That'd be hilarious.
I'm actually here for a meeting.
It's like, no, I would love to eat off the kids' menu, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's for real.
Please give me chicken fingers and fries, and I will pay you $6.99.
Don't call. I don't need an adult. Stop calling whoever you're calling.
Oh, National No Beard Day. And it's also, and I can't wait for this one, I am going to indulge in Chocolate Cupcake Day.
Oh, my goodness. Can we just take a sec? Oh my gosh.
That is a good looking cupcake.
Yeah, I mean some of the pictures for these aren't that one. You know what I mean? Like the ones I give you to use, but this one is perfect.
So it's also, I want to say, I think it's seafood bisque day, maybe. No, that's tomorrow. I lied. It's International Legging Day.
That's cool.
So wear your Lululemon proudly, ladies.
For real.
And it's also National Pharmacy Tech Day. So if you know any pharmacy techs, tell them how much you appreciate them.
Farm tech, for short.
I
have a dad joke for you.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, cool. So, 5 aunts moved into an apartment, and they really liked it, so they invited 5 more aunts. Now they're all tenants.
Nice.
10 ants.
Now they are 10 ants. I love it. Oh man, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Hey, we got a great week coming up. Tomorrow we'll be joined Justin, just we haven't had our Wednesday guests in a while.
I know. I was just thinking about that today.
Perhaps
actually.
we should. Let's think about that. Just
I'm
maybe
down.
make a quick phone call or text message to see what happens. But we will be joined, or we'll take a look at an interview that I did earlier this week with Nick Tressler of Raised Rowdy.
Hey.
Right.
I always love the rope at the bottom. I mean, it's just so dope.
Hats are the best hats. So do you know what this logo is?
Price is Right? I mean, no, it's a game though. Scrabble?
No, it is Waffle House, but with only
Oh.
5 letters.
Yeah, definitely. Now you say it, definitely does look like Waffle House.
So, yeah. But Nick had a great interview with him. We'll get you that this week as well. We've also got obviously Friday. I don't know what's going to happen. The Class A state volleyball championship is Friday, and it's a potential that there could be a Southern Middle Tennessee team or 2 in it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Because if there's not, if I'm not there, I'm going to Clarksville. I will be playing golf in Clarksville, even if I have to stop at the Goodwill to like buy a club on the way.
Exactly. No, I agree with the what's it called? Birdie golf?
Birdie ball.
Birdie ball.
Birdie ball. 9 holes, downtown Clarksville. It's happening, baby. So there you go. Join us for that. Don't forget about that. It's a great event for big brothers and big sisters of Clarksville. That's gonna do it, man. Hope you guys enjoy the show, and looking forward to Titans Stadium updates.
Yes. See y'all there, right?
That's right. At 2:00 today, Main Street Sports Today, me, Mo Patton, Justin Kulik will have you a preview of the Memphis Grizzlies. They're going to open their season tomorrow. So we've got Landon Seacrest and our weekly visit with Chip Walters. Chip is at the beach right now, so we'll just be oogling over his view for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
And then
don't talk.
Exactly. 4:00, George Plaster, of course. Always fun. So join him and Watson and Billy. And coming up right after this, it's Devin O'Day, Main Street Today. So stick around here on Main Street Media Television. For Justin, I'm Chris. Have a great day.
See y'all.